From the magic lights on green and ochre islands to the unique colours of a sea of legends, the Gulf of Morbihan is an extraordinary bay, one of the most beautiful in the world. And it is from deep among the jewels of this bay that the pearl of the Gulf shines, the town of Vannes. Mathieu has been travelling around the Gulf of Morbihan since he was an infant. And even if his job as a photographer allows him to travel the world, it is here that he feels at home. Fishing out a few crabs from among the rocks in this dream setting, that's where he gets his energy. On his way back to the Conlo Peninsula, he meets Justine, who is taking in the charm of this holiday period to revise a few notes. She loves the calm of this little stretch of sand that faces the open sea, the Isle of Ar, and the Île aux Moines. She's decided to go for a ride around the ramparts of Vannes, where the Festival of Sea Photography is taking place for 1 month. This festival, in the heart of the city, brings some new marine colour to the most attractive stones of the city. It is a period of rich cultural and marine discovery. But hundreds of old sailing boats are already heading for Vannes for another big marine festival, the Semaine du Golfe, or Gulf Week. Occurring once every 2 years, this is an exceptional week when the elegance of boats and cruises on show on the challenging waters of the Little Sea. With his camera slung over his shoulder, Mathieu is there to capture the expeditions of these old craft around the Gulf. In the evening, the docks of the town take on the air of a bygone age, to the immense pleasure of the public. Besides being a seafaring town, Vannes is also a moving, dynamic city where a strong economic attraction complements its spirit of solidarity and quality of life. On the strength of its rich heritage, just 1 hour from the main Breton cities of Rennes and Nantes, the town draws young, dynamic professionals in particular, attracted by the prospect of a more harmonious lifestyle. This is the case with Gilles and Cathy, for example, who have moved to Vannes after successful careers in Paris to work and get the most out of life with little Adrian. Today, at the market, they meet Justine, who works here a few hours a week to finance their studies in chemistry. Because Vannes is an important university town with an engineering college, a very dynamic institute of technology, and the University of South Brittany offering a very broad range of science courses. For the youth of Vannes, this is the opportunity to study close to home in modern faculties, whose ambition is to accompany each student through his or her personal project. And of course, these universities offer courses related to the professions of the local economy, which is why Justine may one day work for the Meobon Group, a growing company that works with the world's largest transport corporations, such as Airbus. Meobon specialises in developing innovating products that protect surfaces from all kinds of damage. Originating in Vannes, Meobon is now present throughout the world. As for Gilles, he is now part of one of the most prestigious companies within the Vannes area of nautical excellence, Multiplast. Established on the edge of the Gulf, this company is the worldwide reference in the building of multi-hull racing boats. Along with the Gilles Ollier design team, experts in carbon and composite materials in naval design and construction. Multiplast is present in all the major races around the world. In order to accompany the dynamic demographics of the town, new neighbourhoods have grown with care centres for infants. This is where Kathy works. She is an infants teacher at the Toanic Parents and Children Reception Centre. Along with the rest of the team, she is involved in brightening up the days of our little ones, while their parents work with peace of mind. Van is an active town, and also a town on the move, a young and sporting town. Here we find Mathieu again, in the plane of the Van Mercon Parachute Club. This is the first solo jump he has done, a strong adrenaline rush, and an immense pleasure for him to be able to take in the majestic scene that his town and the Gulf of Morbihan offer him, at an altitude of 1,500 meters. For Justine, this is the big day. She has invited her grandparents to watch a rehearsal of the show she will be presenting in a few days at the Palace of Arts and Culture. With the rest of the group, she will be playing in a show that mixes contemporary dance and Breton roots on the largest stage in Brittany. Meanwhile, in the magical setting of the gardens of Limours, we find Mathieu capturing the most impressive moments of the Van Jazz Festival. Whether it is on the Limours stage, where some of the biggest names in jazz have come to dazzle the public, or on the steps of the town hall, where a fiery jazz band is energizing a crowd of people from all walks of life. And then there are the historical festivals that present the history of Van in traditional dress. Gilles, Kathy, and their little Adrian are enjoying the parade and the shows being staged all around the town. Once night has fallen, the show continues, and some strange, illuminated metal creations can be seen moving around the city. Finally, during the weekend around the 15th of August every year, the Arvor Festival celebrates Breton culture for the enjoyment of tourists and the people of Van alike. This is because Van is welcoming and open to the world, while its strong cultural identity adds even more to the attraction of a town that successfully combines harmony, energy, and quality of life.